We are gathered here today to unite Khmer and Yieldmax in holy matrimony. Do you, Khmer, promise to love, honor, and never sell, even when the fundamentals change, the market shifts, or red flags are waving like car dealership balloons?
I do. I'll hold you forever, no matter what happens.
Yieldmax, do you take Khmer to be your lawful investor, to have and to hold through bull runs and bear markets, through dividend cuts and margin calls, until debt do you part?
For richer or for much, much poorer.
In the heat of battle, I say naughty things. You have been warned. Are you not entertained? Let's talk about the psychology of marrying a stock. Now, marrying a person is one thing. It's about love, commitment, and maybe arguing over the thermostat. But marrying a stock, that's a whole different ballgame. When investors say, I'll never sell this stock no matter what, they're essentially walking down the aisle with it. They're making vows, for richer or poorer, in a bull or bear market till bankruptcy do us part. The problem is, stocks don't love you back. They don't care about your loyalty, your patience, or the fact that you wore diamond hands through the entire downturn. Stocks are like that one partner who forgets anniversaries, eats your leftovers, and then asks for more rent. Psychologically, why do we do this? It's called loss aversion. Humans feel the pain of losing money twice as strongly as the joy of gaining it. So if you buy a stock at 100 and it drops to 60, you don't want to sell because selling feels like admitting you were wrong. Instead, you say, no, it's just going through a phase. It'll come back. It still loves me. That's not investing. That's denial. Then there's the sunk cost fallacy. You've already put in money, time, and emotional energy into this stock. You read articles about it, defended it at dinner parties, maybe even bought the dip 6 times. At that point, selling feels like divorce. You think after everything I've given you, how could I walk away now? But here's the truth. Stocks don't care. They don't know you own them. You're not in a relationship. You're in a transaction. And only price pays. Another psychological trap is confirmation bias. Once you're married to a stock, you only read the bullish news. If an analyst says this stock is doomed, you dismiss them as a hater. If another analyst says this stock could 100x, you print the article, frame it, and hang it above your bed. It's not just marriage, it's obsession. Why do you think there's 18 million Alti videos right now saying you can retire on it? Are they looking at the numbers? I seen one video, and I'll give the Oracle credit here. The Oracle said, hey, you're just not noticing that it's actually falling because it was such a small number. It didn't look like it. And I guarantee you, as of 8/18, he's dead right. And don't get me wrong, commitment is great in relationships, but investing, commitment can kill. The healthiest approach is to date your stocks. You buy them, you watch their behavior, and if they stop treating you right, you move on. Diversification, it's not cheating. It's smart. That's having a balanced portfolio, not a messy divorce. So the next time you feel yourself getting emotionally attached to a stock, remember this. You're not marrying it. You're not walking down the aisle. You're just on a date. And if the date goes south, send the bill, cut your losses, and leave. Because at the end of the day, you don't need a soulmate in the stock market. You need returns. I'll tell you my observation about most of these YouTube channels that are completely Team Yieldmax. I don't get it. Like it's like Khmer syndrome has went crazy through the whole community, right? Khmer ruined his portfolio. The entrepreneur investor, we haven't seen him in months. I don't know if he ruined it. He was on a downturn, way over margined, and was completely buying Yieldmax. Not that there's anything wrong with Yieldmax. I'm in on Alti. I'm still in on Alti. I just can't get rid of her. I like her enough, but when I went real heavy into her, I did notice the NAV erosion real hard. And I don't have that kind of money to cover just losing $10,000 on a whim because I'm just letting it fly. But I do have enough of it to buy one share of something better. And when I say better, I mean something like, in my opinion, like I buy QQQI as a better stock. Or I'll just buy a share of QQQ. That way I get income and I get the QQQ. You do what you want. I'm not telling you what to buy. I could give a flying shit what you buy. Doesn't mean I don't get paid from these guys. I'm not shilling their products. And I think sometimes that's where a lot of these YouTubers are. I can't prove it. I don't follow them. I'm like, I just don't see how they can just be so blind to what's going on. Misty's been going down. There have been all kind of videos about people selling Misty. People are now thinking about selling Aldi, right? But then you see like 20 other channels that are like, oh, I'm taking the dividends from Alti and reinvesting them into Misty. What are you doing? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you married to Yieldmax? I mean, Yieldmax does good things. Chippy, I like Chippy right now a little bit. I just got a small share. I'm just seeing how it goes and test the waters. But to be Team Yieldmax all the times, I just don't get it. I don't get why they do that. I broke out of the Clombodian sickness, is what I would call it, when I noticed that Round Hill was doing better with the same underliers. And since I've shifted my strategy over to more of a 5-day, get paid 5 day a week kind of thing, I definitely see the other ones making money. Another thing that I'll give Oracle credit for, he had the Curve Howard Chan on there early, and Howard Chan, said, hey, to protect the NAV, we put some of the distribution back into, we don't give you the full distribution, basically, right? So they're conscious of what happens when they pay out too much. Now, for all the people that are Yieldmax fanboys that are married to their stocks, married to one brand, you're just buying Nikes, that's what you do. You're just brand loyalty. Why? These guys have no brand loyalty.
What do? You get another brilliant idea, a special idea, another situation, another stock to reinvest his earnings and then some. And he will every single time because they're fucking addicted. And then you just keep doing this again and again and again. Meanwhile, he thinks he's getting shit rich, which he is on paper. But you and me, the brokers, we're taking home cold hard cash via commission, motherfucker. Right.
So, from the Wolf of Wall Street there, it's literally one of my all-time favorite movies. If not, maybe my new all-time favorite of all movies I've ever loved in my life. But, these guys, these brokers, are getting their money via commission. It's, they're that fee that you pay for your fund, that's going in their pocket. They don't care that Alti goes down by 10 cents and you lose, you have 1,000 shares and you lose whatever that is, $100, whatever. They don't care about that one bit, as long as we're continuing to buy their funds. So, here again, you've got to outwolf the wolf, So let me ask you this. Have you ever married a stock, held on way too long, even when the red flags were there, just because you believed it would come back? Hey, no judgment. We've all been there. But remember, you don't need to marry your stocks. You just need to date them, diversify, and most importantly, get paid. Because as the Wolf of Wall Street would say, I'm not leaving. But smart investors know when to leave, take profits, and move on to the next opportunity. If you got value from this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because unlike your stocks, I will appreciate you for it.